Hi everybody, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're happy and healthy and enjoying this gorgeous day. Well, it's almost evening now, really. It is evening now, forget it. I'm sorry. Forget it. Hope you're having a great evening. I'm so used to doing these videos, I can't talk either, during the day that, no, that's just what happened. That's just what came out. But I needed to come on today and share something really amazing with all of you. Again, a testimony to all of you about what it's like to have a personal relationship with Papa, and again, that Papa gives us what we need when we need it, and not always what we want, but what we need. So this is what this video is about, okay? So he's really urging me to come on here tonight and just share this with all of you again, so you can see. To those that haven't, you can see what that's like, okay? And he does it for me, and he certainly wants to do it for all of you too, for all of you. Okay, so so I remember in my last video, right, when I was telling everyone, if you've seen it, that my employment in the summer is only part-time anyway, right? And it's not enough for me to sustain me until my work picks up again in the fall. So after getting my paycheck a little while ago, I was like, no way, this is not going to cut it, right? It is not enough, so I'm not going to make it, in other words. So what would I normally have done before I took my power back, that is? Okay. All right. Normally, I would have been like scared to death, and I would be panicking and afraid, and that's a normal thing, right? We do feel that way when we're faced with situations like that. I really need something like really quick, right? And oh my gosh, and I'm saying right again a lot, and this is not the first video, because the last one, it was every other word was right. Right. Wrong. So I'm doing this again, and I'm going to try not to do that again, okay? So sorry if I do. I don't think I'm going to do another video, though. This has to be it. So normally I would have been really afraid. And it would have like paralyzed me, totally, just completely paralyzed me. And I would go into full panic mode, right? No. Okay, so yeah, focus. Okay, help me, Papa. All right. Okay, so yeah, so no, it's not funny, right? It really isn't, but not that. So, but since I took my power back, right? Okay, since I took my power back, I know how powerful our mind is. Okay? And we have to remain positive. Thank you, Papa. Here you go. He's doing this. Even though in my time of where it's been stressful, he's just reminding me to stay lighthearted, right? Okay. So yeah, and have a little fun. Continue to have fun no matter what goes on in your life. That's what he's teaching me. Okay. So, your mind is a powerful thing. If you think positive, you're going to attract positive. I said that before. And if you think negative, you're going to attract what? Negative things. If you complain, you're going to, it'll prevent you. Again, it blocks that energy flow, and it'll just create a big blockage, and it prevents you from, you focus on the problem, and it prevents you from finding a solution as well. And then, so I'm controlling my emotions, right? Oh, yes, right. I'm controlling my emotions, and my mind is powerful. So yeah, I'm positive thinking, and just worry alone does not. It'll stop it again as well. Fear, worry, all those negative emotions. So control those emotions, okay? Focusing. And you can, so first of all, your relationship with Papa is number one. It's the first thing, and you really need. And you need to believe, and you need to have faith that, and to trust him that he will help you. But you need to ask him as well. That's part of the relationship. We need to talk to him, right? Right? We need to talk to him. And what's that? You're not going to go into a relationship and never talk when you're in a relationship. No, that's not how it works. So we have to talk to Papa, and we have to tell him what we want. Now, we can ask for $1 million, but I'm not saying he won't give it to us. But that's a tall order. I'm talking, and he probably, so make, you know what, the right mindset, the right energy, and the right intentions, and the right everything. Hey, why not? Right? I'm not saying it can't happen. Okay. But right now, I'm speaking about when you need, what you need. He will give you what you need. All right? So, yeah. So living in gratitude in what I already have, using my manifestation powers, which we all can do, we all have, if we know how to use it. And lots like law of attraction as well, right? It's not working. I'm not stopping. Okay, so how do you do that? Well, you imagine that you already have it, and you do. It just hasn't come to pass yet. You imagine it already. You already have the money. You imagine my bills are getting paid off. You imagine all of it, and then you expect it. Now you don't just like put it out there and then run away from it. Okay? Because then you don't really believe it. You have to really believe it too. So, yeah, all of it. And that's hard. That's hard. That took me a lot of practice to do. You know, it really did. But you can with practice. You really can. So, yeah. So what happened? Okay. So yeah. At the end of last week, I did receive a text. Oh, and one more thing. Did I say putting in the work? Because you have to put in the work. You can't expect to like sit on the couch and watch all your favorite movies, right? And then eating bonbons and just like, okay, it's going to all fall into place. No, what? You do have to make life happen as well. Just like I said, when you take your power back, it's all part of it. You have to do the work as well. So, yeah. Okay? And remember that. So, at the end of last week, I was searching. I did. And, but there's even one more thing I forgot, is that you have to put in, you do your part, but then you have to, then you expect it, and you have to continue to live your life. So you don't in other words, again, you're not paralyzed by your situation. Continue to go about your day doing things you like. For me, it was, just, my pets, my working out, all that kind of stuff, just my usual stuff, and and then yeah, so I was looking a little, as much as I could online to find what was out there. Something's wrong with my speech tonight. Okay, so and I received a text from an employer that I'm familiar with about a position that I could do that would do just that, would supplement my income till I'm going again full time, right? Until I get back into the swing of things, so yeah. And then I received, at the end of last week, I also received a call from my bank saying that I was eligible for skip a pay on my auto loan that I've been paying on for almost 3 years now. And so I'm like, oh, that'll be great. I gotta look into that too, And I responded to the employer, and I was going to look at this, which just happened at the right time. That's how I know as well that it was Papa working, because everything happens at the right time as well, and it flows. You'll see what I mean by that. So I received that call. Everybody who has loans, I'm sure you've seen throughout your loan, once you're paying on it, that once in a while you'll get this option to skip a pay. And it's just so happened that I had that option right now, again, when I really needed it the most, right now. So I was like getting super excited, right? And then on Saturday, so I got that, and on Saturday, in the mail, I received a small check from my health insurance, and I wasn't expecting. I don't know where this money came from. I don't know why, but I did. It was nothing really big, but it could help with groceries, So I'm really grateful, telling Papa thank you, and definitely thank you, because everything helps, and that's all a beautiful gift, right? Live in gratitude. And so yesterday I went to the bank, and I had the check deposited, and I asked the teller, I said, what about that skip pay? Can I do that? She's like, absolutely, you can. So she said, just fill out this form, and we can do that. I'm like, okay, great. So as I'm filling out the form, as I'm getting close to the bottom of the form, I'm looking down at it, and there's like 3 different months that I can choose. I'm like, I said, I can do more than 1 month? She says, yeah, you can do up to 3. I'm like, wow, okay, great, I'll do it. And she said, if you pay, for every month, you have to pay $35. And for every month that you skip, you have to pay $35. I said, okay, well, use the money that I just deposited and pay for that. And I had even a little bit left over. And she's like, okay, great. And I was like, wow, I didn't even have to pay. None of it came out of my pocket. So that's Papa. That's what he does. See, he covered everything for me, right at the right time. And it was like all these different things. And it takes me back to, that I'll share with you, the time when the prophet spoke to me and said Papa wanted to bless me with a new car, and which he did. And I kept having the payments deferred, and they had the paperwork they were having issues, pushing that through. And it took 6 months before I even had to put one payment on that car. See, that's how he works. And look what he's doing again for me, And it's just so beautiful and amazing. And then today I've been corresponding back and forth with this employer, and usually in my field, it takes forever. And you have resumes to submit, you have interviews to set up, you have all this stuff, and it can take a long time to to get another position. But he sent me all the onboarding documents, and he's saying, get this through, get this done by Friday. We'll talk about orientation for next week, hopefully next week. And which is so amazing, because it's right at the end of this summer program that I'm doing. This is the last week. So it's like right on time again, right on time. So it's like, wow. So I'm in tears now, I see Papa all over this, and so grateful, thankful. And again, he's doing this for me. He can do this for you. He'll do this for all. He wants to do this for all of us. We just have to have that relationship with him and believe in him, have faith in him. Let go. Do your part, but then let go and let God, right? Let go and let it all flow, really. And it does. It does. It takes practice. It really does, because it was really hard to stay in that and thinking that way. It wasn't easy, and I've more than once had to catch myself and push away, keep pushing, push all of those negative feelings away, and live it, and really live and stand in that my power, right? Because remember, since I've been in New Hampshire, I've been learning to really get my power back, and it's been practice. So this is another practice, and just like everything else, you have to keep doing that over and over again until you do get it, right? Yes. So so it's just so beautiful. It's so huge. And another thing that Papa wanted me to share, I wasn't sure whether to share this with you or not, because I've been noticing Papa's shown me a new thing with our relationship, our personal relationship with him and I, in the last couple of weeks. That's different, that's beautiful, and I wasn't sure whether to share it with everyone, but he's really pushing me. He's urging me to do it again, just so you see, as a testimony, just how beautiful and that relationship is and can be if you don't have it, if you invite him in again, if you bring him in, because he really loves us and he wants us to see him everywhere. It makes me, I've never experienced so much peace and joy in anything, in anyone, than I do the closer I get to him and my angels and spirit guides. So it's really, really, again, a beautiful thing. And so what did he do, right? So, as I've been creating these videos for everybody, sometimes it takes me more than once, because I'm not sure if a message if it came out well or not. Sometimes my voice, like tonight, I'm not doing this over, I don't care. It just doesn't flow. It just doesn't come out right anyway. So I'll do more than once, and then I'll review them. And we all have well, no, not necessarily that. I have Yahoo Mail. A lot of us do. I'm gonna back up, right? And I do my videos on my phone, and I get my Yahoo notifications come down on my phone when I have a new email from them, right? And it says Yahoo with an exclamation point when the notification box drops down. And so when I was reviewing my videos, I noticed a couple of weeks ago, which I had never noticed before. But now as more I practice working my spiritual muscle, I can see with my spiritual eyes, Papa, and more things around me, everywhere. And he's showing me, I'm telling you this because he showed me through this example as I'm reviewing my video, and everything's flowing through me really well, right? Very fluently, just everything's flowing. The messages coming from Papa and to all of you, and I'm really expressing some really high, strong points in my videos. Some really good messages are coming through. In my review, I'm seeing these Yahoo notifications come down, like Papa and my spirit guides and my angels are like only at those moments, the really good ones, or the good video that came out really well, or came out well, good enough, right? Anyway, and it's like, and it's their way of cheering me on. He's like, yeah, Yahoo, Yahoo, right? Good job. That's great. That was perfect. So that was like an encouragement from all of them to me. And I just started to notice that and to see that in the last couple of weeks. So it just, every time I see that, it just really warms my heart so much, brings a big smile to my face. And along with seeing that, I feel it. I feel him. I feel them very close to me, and they're supporting me. So it's beautiful, beautiful, right? So who can say that that's not? I don't know anyone who could. So yeah, I hope I could express that well tonight for you. I'm having a little bit of a difficult time, as you can see, but I think you're getting the message. So yes, so that's amazing. The other thing is that I could look at now I have this opportunity to work, right? I'm going to work more, and I could look at it negatively and say, because I could have had the rest of what's left of the summer off, and to enjoy and to go on vacations and stuff, which I really can't if you don't have money, but I could have been off, right? And I said, I could look at it that way, but I know I'm not. I'm thankful. I'm embracing it. I'm being positive, and I am thankful for the opportunity that he's giving me. And I just say, so then I just think, you know what? Well, I'll just enjoy the fall more. I'll make sure that I enjoy that a lot more, So, again, it's all in your mind is super powerful, and how that negative thinking can just make you really negative and unhappy too, right? I don't want to be unhappy. Do you? No, thank you. But again, it's your mind. It's powerful, and you should be grateful for everything. You look at the positive side of everything. There is one. There always is. So yeah, I just needed to come and share all that with you. And if there's anything else, which I know there will be, I don't know why I said that again, when there's other things that happen, I will love to be, again, my testimony to all of you of how Papa shows up in my life, because it's just, this Papa really wants to show up in all of our lives like this, if we let him. Remember that free will. You have to let him, but he gives us that free will. He loves us so very much. I will leave you for now. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, if you stayed. And have a wonderful night, safe one. And I'm sending you all of my love, all of my light. Bye.